Events in Afghanistan have taken a darker turn with the collapse of Panjshir, the last holdout to Taliban rule. The Taliban flag flying there at the governor's office of Panjshir. Amongst those killed, the spokesperson for the Panjshir resistance, Fahim Dashti, who just a few days ago had spoken to NDTV of how this may be their last stand.
Didn't succeed, and if we all being killed here in the resistance, again this is a winning situation for us, because the history will write about us, that there are people who stand it for their nation and for their country to the end of the line.
People who stood for their country will lose their lives, is what Fahim Dashti had told me just a week ago. But the resistance has claimed all is not lost, tweeting that the Taliban's claim of occupying Panjshir is false. The National Resistance Front claims that their presence is there in all strategic positions across the Panjshir Valley to continue the fight. The location, though, of their key leaders, resistance leaders like Ahmad Masood and Amrullah Saleh, both of whom are missing. Where are they? It's unclear. In a message released to the press, Masood put out a statement where he called for the people of Afghanistan to fight on and to keep up the fight. But this may all be bravado. In the end, the anti-Taliban resistance, with no backing from key allies like India, was outnumbered and outgunned. A sharp contrast from the Taliban's first spell of rule in the 90s, when backed by India and a coalition of allies, the resistance led by the late Ahmad Shah Massoud were able to hold off against the Taliban. The deeper worry for India, the presence of the ISI chief in Kabul, fueling perception of Pakistan's role in the fall of Panjshir. This amid mounting evidence that the extremist group is, contrary to its own claims of moderation, sliding back into familiar patterns of violence and oppression. Consider these recent reports: a pregnant policewoman allegedly shot dead, women protesters beaten, facing tear gas and gunshots, women only to be taught by female instructors or old men, women to be fully covered, an Afghan radio station manager killed likely by the Taliban, a folk singer shot dead by the Taliban in Baghlan province, in FARAH province, a former security police chief fatally shot. Rising oppression and a deepening economic and food crisis, given that the rifts in the extremist group has stalled the formation of a new government meant to be declared this past Friday. The divide appears to be between the three main factions of the Taliban, primarily the political faction that's been located all this while in Doha, Qatar, headed by Mullah Baradar, who's been meant to have announced as the head of the new government, versus the hardline Haqqani network, the terror-based outfit located in the Afghanistan-Pakistan border, now absorbed into the Taliban, and who are much more hardline, versus other figures like the influential military commander Mullah Yaqub, the son of the late Taliban leader Mullah Omar.